and Mike Tyson in a fight.
I don't give a shit about right.
Trying to at least not be the worst.
Why?
Because I don't know why.
Fuck him. Sucks.
He does suck. Oh, God. All right, so let's just recap. Number 3, my third pick was Keith Ballard. Tony?
I went with Bill Romanowski.
Dan O'Shea.
I went with Gordie Howe.
And Dan Beebe.
Lars Sullivan.
Okay. Number 2.
You'd like to see that, I know.
Yeah. The next guy is almost as much of a dirtbag as good old Brad Marchand himself.
I think you took mine. I won't say though. Go ahead.
His highlights include a 4-game suspension for headbutting, a 5-game suspension for boarding, and a 10-game suspension for checking to the head. All in a 2-year span. Your runner-up, Patrick Coletta.
Solid.
Fucking terrible human being. He is almost exactly Brad Marchand, just a little less weaselly, and if he hits you in the back of the head, he's not going to skate away. He'll wait for you to turn around and then keep hitting you in the front of your head. So, he's
covered.
My number 2 is that fucking dickhead Patrick Coletta.
That's fair.
Tony, who do you have at number 2?
My number 2 is...
Which is funny because he's a piece of number 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one I went with, because I wanted to change it up for sports, and I'm going to save my hockey for last. This guy you won't see coming. You don't know what he's going to do, but you know if he doesn't like you, he's going to do something.
Is he an athlete?
Yes.
Okay.
They're all athletes.
Okay.
But, because, again, you never know what he's going to do or when he's going to do it, but you know he's going to do something. Luis Suarez.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ. He's going to fucking bite someone?
Of course he's going to bite someone. He's headbutting. He's biting. He's taking out people's ankles.
Soccer field.
My God. I forgot about Luis Suarez. You have just pissed me off. Making me think about Luis Suarez. Remember when we did our endorsements?
Yeah.
His was mouth guards.
It's perfect for him.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's great. That is...
And it's also because I want to see two people that I don't really necessarily care for fight.
It's a good point.
Like, that gives me double enjoyment. Wait, I get to watch you beat the shit out of him, and he beats the shit out of you? Where do I get tickets?
Right? Oh, man, that's great. That is great. Dan O'Shea, who's your number 2? Your runner-up.
My runner-up is a certain man whose defense is impenetrable and his offense is unstoppable.
You chose Tyson?
Mr. Michael Tyson.
There you go.
I don't think you need to explain anymore why.
Prime Mike Tyson or current day?
With the caveat that he
Prime.
has a full year of training on skates, and this is his prime. I want him to murder him.
Listen, even if he wasn't in his prime, Mike Tyson would fucking murder him.
I mean, there's a good possibility, yes.
Tyson would murder him now.
Exactly. OJ style. Dan Beebe,
Wow.
who's your runner-up, your number 2?
Not going far from the boxing ring, my number 2 is Conor McGregor.
Conor McGregor.
Okay.
I get it.
Yeah, definitely. Fuck him up.
Yeah, but explain why you chose Conor McGregor.
Well, if it, dude doesn't go down, and as he fights, he gets better. I mean, he's not going to, his stamina's just no limits.
All right.
Just start hitting the guy. He's like, I'm just getting in my groove. Wasn't, just tired. That's all.
Conor McGregor is a good pick. All right, so let's go through these again. For me, my number 2, my runner-up, the asshole Patrick Coletta. Tony.
Captain Bites a lot.
Captain Bites a lot.
Luis Suarez.
Luis Vampiro Suarez.
Yeah.
Dan O'Shea.
Mike Tyson.
That's a great one. And Dan Beebe.
Conor McGregor.
Okay. as is customary, we are going to do our honorable mentions before we get to number one.
Okay.
This is where I chose the non-hockey players, and I have 4 of them. Number 1, Ndamukong Suh. I don't think I need to explain why.
Nope,
There you did.
we get it.
Number 2, simply because this guy shows very little negative emotion, and I think there might just be a monster inside of him. That is Michigan football head coach Jim Harbaugh.
Okay, I'm all fine with this because fuck them both.
My third one is probably the biggest personality, the biggest, most vocal person in the room at any given point, no matter where he is. I want to see Brad Marchand and LeVar Ball fight.
Okay.
All right?
That's
And
like a fight where I just want, like, a meteor to hit wherever they're fighting.
oh man.
Just not a big one, just another one to leave it.
Yeah, just a little one. Like, it's got, like, a 3-foot, like, radius of destruction.
And they happen to be in those 3 feet.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
You get it.
And my final, I have 2 more because I just thought of one. Especially if you're going to give this dude a skate, kicking someone in the dick with a skate might be pretty awesome. Obviously, Draymond Green.
Knew where you're going with that kick in the dick.
But this one's probably going to be the craziest one that I've come up with because it's not even a real person.
Okay.
I want to see Brad Marchand fight Gritty, the Flyers mascot. That would be fucking freaky.
That'd be a cocaine-fueled nightmare.
I still get creeped out by Gritty.
Yeah, Gritty's pretty
Oh,
creepy.
it's very creepy. He's perfect for the Flyers.
Him versus Brad Marchand would probably be a great fucking fight. All right, Tony, do you have any honorable mentions?
I
Like to see
could give you a
chuckles.
few back in the day, just because this would, given that he would be able to do it, and because he would clearly he wouldn't care. He would use whatever means necessary. But Mankind,
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Yeah.
like he'll use a chair. He'll take his skate off and use that. He doesn't care.
Sorry, I missed it. Who'd you say?
Mick
Mankind.
Foley, Mankind from WWE back in the 90s, the Attitude Era. That lunatic who would throw himself off the top of cages.
My dad had his book, the first one he wrote called Have a Nice Day.
Mm-hmm.
The opening words in that book are, I can't believe I lost my fucking ear.
He
If
did.
that's not Mick Foley in a fucking nutshell,
Yeah.
I don't know what is.
So he'll go down as my honorable mention.
Tooth goes through your lip, and yeah.
Yeah. All right, Dan O'Shea, do you have any honorable mentions?
Yeah, I've got a few. Just from like the all-time hockey fights list. Tony Twist, Joey Cosser, just monster fighters.
I'd love to see Teemu Solani, my favorite hockey player of all time. Fuck him up.
Okay.
He's a big guy. He could. All right, Dan Beebe, do you have any honorable mentions?
I did. I came up with 4 of them here
All right.
all at once. So my first one is a handicap tag team of Goldberg and The Undertaker.
What?
Because I feel like together as a team they could accomplish so much more than that crappy match we saw.
That was so bad.
Still just wants to bring it up.
So bad.
And then kind of going hand in hand with the whole Mick Foley, very good. I came up with New Jack.
New Jack. Oh my God. New Jack, the classic ECW wrestler who literally did not give a fuck if he hurt you.
No,
He tried to hurt you.
jumped 20 feet down
I-
to the table. And
I don't think he knew it was scripted.
He didn't. He didn't. But, yeah, I mean, the first one, Goldberg and Undertaker, all they have to do is just push him back and forth. They'd be like, stop pushing me, old dude.
No, like Night at the Roxbury, where Chris Kattan and Will Ferrell are bouncing the person back and forth.
Exactly. 3 more.
All right.
ECW Dudley Boys.
Okay.
Okay. Just set the table on fire and just go to town.
Okay.
Early 2000s, Mr. McMahon, when he just got rolled in his hell.
You're fired. That McMahon?
That McMahon.
Okay.
Roid Rage.
Yep.
Road Rage.
All right.
Yep.
All right.
Road Rage.
And
then Prime Jose Canseco.
I'm Jose Canseco. He'll fuck up his career by being like, no, it's okay. Try these steroids.
Yeah.
You want him on hockey? Here. It's like,
All right. All right. So that.
One more honorable mention.
Okay.
Charles Bronson.
yeah,
Charles
Death
Bronson.
Wish, yeah, the actor. Yep.
Huh.
Yeah, that could have been interesting.
Could have.
As Charles Bronson is no longer with us, but
You can still take them.
fairly, yeah, hologram version, sure.
It doesn't need to be hologram. Just dig them up, prop them up, and let them go.
Yeah, badass of sorts.
So these are, I guess they were more like our dishonorable mentions.
Yeah, I get there's not a lot of honor in that group.
I mean, I'm still all for the kicking in the dick, though. I just think that's a classy move.
Yeah, no. Sure. I'm all with it, too.
Nobody said Chuck Norris.
Why not?
Chuck Norris doesn't fight. That's why.
He just has his third fist.
No, Chuck Norris doesn't fight. He looks at you and you fight yourself.
No.
So Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris
fights himself.
When Chuck Norris takes a bath, he doesn't get wet. The water gets Chuck.
What about Steven Seagal?
Fuck Steven Seagal.
No.
Did you know that Chuck Norris doesn't do push-ups? He does earth downs.
No.
Yeah, well,
Kinda
still
figured
lost
that.
Bruce Lee in a fight.
Because he let Bruce Lee win. And I mean,
News.
not to get too offensive, but one of them motherfuckers is still alive, the other's not. Who won? Who won? For real. Okay. Our number ones. Our final scumbag of the night is a guy everybody loves to hate. 2 suspensions during the 2007 playoffs for blows to the head, an 8-game suspension for stomping on a player's leg, and a reputation as a bona fide cockface. 1,590 penalty minutes, 8 career suspensions totaling 22 games, and works in the NHL's player safety department. Your number one guy to fight Brad Marchand is Chris Pronger. The motherfucker works in player safety.
That's hilarious.
I know, it's great. Solid number one. Obviously, I'm a fan. He was, in my top 5.
Yeah, I don't get it. How he's in player safety. I just don't get it.
Who better to tell you what shouldn't be done than the guy that did it all?
How many times you punch him? How many times? You punch him 8 times? 8 times not safe. You keep it to 5 or less. That's safe. Like,
oh my god, they used to let hockey fights go on so much longer too. Like they split them up early now. People are like, oh, they're still fighting in hockey. Like that's so dangerous. But it's really like if you see old school hockey, they would fight for like 5 full minutes and just be throwing fists and bleeding and just going in. Now they'll split you up after a minute or so.
the refs would be like, you guys good? You guys good? We're going to get coffee. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
You, just don't kill him. He's smaller than you. Chris motherfucking Pronger. My number one.
Good one.
So,
Tony.
my number one is actually just been mentioned in an honorable mention. But it is a hockey player. And there has to be a caveat that you can say Brad Marchand, but you can only say this guy's first name, and it was Tony Twist, because I would like to be able to close my eyes and envision myself kicking the shit out of Brad Marchand.
I love it. Yeah, Twist is
He was an animal.
absolutely. He wrote the book on it, literally, or at least he wrote a foreword to the book, the code, the unwritten rules of fighting and retaliation in the NHL, which is something I want to pick up because that sounds super interesting.
You know, as I was looking him up, I saw that, and I would love to be able to actually